Iran erupted with human waves not because of crisis or panic, but because thousands upon thousands of people walked onto the streets with flags in their hand and slogans in their voices. Iran was marking a historic moment, a moment that changed the country forever. The anniversary of Islamic Republic, a revolution that reshaped Iran's political system and altered the balance of power in the Middle East. And 47 years later, the memory of that moment still drives massive public demonstrations across the country. This year, the streets of Tehran turned into rivers of people. Families walked together. Young supporters waved their national flag. Large banners and portraits of Iran's leadership were raised high above the crowd. And loud chants echoed through the city, sending a message that organizers wanted the entire world to notice. But this was not just a celebration of history, it was about a political message. Because Iran is currently facing intense pressure on multiple fronts, right? Economic sanctions continue to affect the daily lives. Diplomatic tensions with the US are growing again and again, and debates around Iran's nuclear program are heating up globally, which, by the way, means that this public gathering carried far deeper meaning. Iranian leadership described the turnout as proof of national unity. In fact, they framed it as a reminder that despite external pressure, the country remains strong and politically stable. Speeches during the rallies highlighted resistance, independence, and defiance against foreign influence. Well, what caught the attention this particular year was the visible presence of younger participants. Teenagers, college students, young family. Their participation is being presented by Iranian officials as a sign that revolutionary ideology is being passed to the next generation. But analysts around the globe, they are watching this very carefully because Iran has also witnessed protests and public dissatisfaction in recent years, which basically means that large public rallies carry both political and symbolic dominance. During the demonstrations, many protesters raised slogans criticizing the US policy and Israeli action in the region. These chants have long been part of Iran's political messaging, but today, ladies and gentlemen, they are happening during a particularly tense moment in the global diplomacy. Talks over Iran's nuclear activity remains fragile. Western nations continue demanding stronger monitoring and restrictions here. Here, Iran insists that its nuclear work is peaceful and it is defensive. But between these two positions, diplomatic trust, it remains extremely fragile. Military tensions are also adding a lot of pressure. Regional conflict, naval moment, missile deployment debates. All of this is happening at the same time Iran is holding these mass demonstrations. Well, all of this is happening at the same time when Iran is holding their mass demonstrations, which makes the anniversary event far more political than it is emotional. The Islamic Revolution itself remains one of the most powerful symbols in Iranian politics. It represents the moment Iran moved out from monarchy and built a new religious and political system. For the supporters, it represents independence, resistance. But for critics, well, it represents strict governance and international isolations. And these two interpretations continue shaping the global discussions about Iran today.